Nigeria has grappled with terrorism for over a decade. The lingering challenge which has brought about some unanswered questions in the minds of citizens, some of which are how terrorists get resources and tools to continue to perpetrate heinous acts that have claimed lives of thousands and left millions displaced. Over time, there has been allegations and counter-allegations that non-profit organizations are being used to aid and abet terrorism. Although the Financial Action Task Force does not settle totally with these allegations, but identifies risk of terrorist abuse in non-profit organizations. The 2016 National Risk Assessment rated NPOs as being among the sectors most vulnerable to money laundering and terrorism financing. Worried by this report 5 years on, NPOs alongside relevant agencies of government gather in Abuja for a sensitization workshop on risk assessment of NPOs organized by Spaces for Change in partnership with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
What is different about this particular exercise is that NPOs are now involved. Different assessments that were discussed in the past were really undertaken by security agencies, but for the first time, NPOs are in the room and they are going to be part of the process and assessment, because as assessing their sector, they said, okay, they want to see what you're assessing and they want to be part of whatever measures that you are developing to address the risk that may be identified during the exercise.
Some of the factors which make the NPO sector very attractive to terrorist organizations include globalization, the large transitory workforce of NPOs, high level of public trust, amongst others. Nigeria has to do the needful by following through the standard operating procedure to be rated high on the international evaluation.
The international evaluators want to see a process that is participatory, comprehensive, scientific, so that you capture the real risks of terror financing and you don't burden people who have no business with terror financing. So, for example, we can't categorize all faith-based. You know that a few faith-based organizations may be vulnerable because of their mode of operation. They're receiving funds from outside the country. They're directly dispensing to people, especially in the Northeast. Some of the charity organizations set up by faith-based organizations, they can be high risk and vulnerable.
Hajia Adiza Gamawa Zubairu of the EFCC maintains that NPOs having strong collaboration with relevant agencies such as the EFCC will enable them spot the bad eggs hiding under the guise of NPO sector.
Or are you certain that the sham NPOs have not come into the system, the sector, to pretend as one of the good ones? So not until you speak up, another one speaks up, another one speaks up, before we can actually determine. It's for us to determine. This assessment is for us to do together. No authority knows it all, and no one can tell you the best way. But when you share experience, we can form case studies, then we can determine from the trends and patterns of the case studies.
Compliance rating is key to international reputation. And for Nigeria to enjoy the benefits which accrue to countries and entities who are compliant, priorities must be set right so that Nigeria's counter-terrorism process will be viewed with stringent approach. It will also, among other things, eliminate limiting conditions on financial transactions of Nigerians overseas. Oluwatobi Enito, Viable TV.